Welcome everyone to In These Streets, where we discover new artists or highlight artists that are hot in these streets. And today's special guest is very talented. She leaves an unforgettable impression wherever she go with her fashion, her moves, her smile, her beauties. Give it up for JaeVon Bubbles, aka It's Bubbles, bitch.
Hi, what's goody gumdrops, baby
What
girl?
up, Bubbles?
How you doing, Gina?
I so appreciate you, queen.
Oh my God, honestly, thank you so much for having me here.
Girl.
We vibe immediately.
Vibe isn't the word. And you know what? This is well overdue. So we're going to jump right into you,
yes,
girl, right?
Let's do it.
So now tell us how it all began. You know, I know you started when you was 3, you know, it was brought into your life through your dad, you know. Break that down for us a little.
Well, yeah, so my dad was an artist himself. He was a painter and he did charcoal artistry. He was super dope. But he also loved music and he wrote songs and we would write songs together when I was younger. One day when I was like 3 or 4, like we were just driving, right? And he was putting on some music on the radio and I started harmonizing, you know, just with a little baby voice, of course, but with the songs. And I remembered the words, the lyrics, just based on the song, and I would make up my own words in between the artist words. So like he was like, wow, let's cultivate
Being
this.
that young?
So like, let's cultivate this. I love music. It's like my safe space. So they put me in tap dance, ballet, all the choruses, all the ensembles. So, you know, I got to just do music in school, you know, growing up, and it just became a part of my spirit. Like there is no JaeVon Bubbles without music. Like without music, I would not exist. I would just be a doll. I would be in black and white.
Oh, well, listen, at least you'll be a doll, girl, because you dolls, you look good.
Doll, D-U-L-L.
Oh, okay,
I
say, because you
black and white, because music is colorful. Music always gave me an expression, or gave me a way to express my emotions when I never necessarily had the words. Okay. You know, there's always happy songs, sad songs. There's songs that put you in a good mood, in a good spirit. There's songs that make you contemplate, just like what you want to do in life, or just like who you want to be as a person. And all of that, just like I internalized.
Do you feel like you also put that out in your music? Can you make people relate to your music that way?
Of course, like I have a lot of fun music, of course, you know, like bubble poppin' music, bubbly pop music. I have some songs that's not released that are thought-provoking about, you know, the struggles I've been through just as being a woman, you know, and having a big personality. And just kind of like my struggles navigating through the music industry. It's really difficult.
So let's dive with like your mom, you know, did she bring like dancing into your life?
No, but she was a fashion designer.
Okay.
She has this little store called Cherry's Things. That's her name, Cherry.
Okay, Miss Cherry. To this day.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, she makes her own clothing and she gives it to like the Jewish community because we're Jewish. But yeah, like, it's a thing, and she helped me express myself through fashion. Okay. Like I would draw my little things that I wanted to wear, like my little crazy, you know, ideas I had for like how I wanted to cut my jeans and like put patches or like do all this weird stuff. And she would show me how to do it, or she would do it for me, and then I would go to school and just own stuff.
So do any of your fit come from Mama Bear?
Yeah, actually.
And does she help you style and like put things together?
She loves it. Like I go to her house and I walk out with 2 bags of clothes.
That is so cool.
Like half my closet is from her. Like, and she curates everything. Like, and she can dress her ass off.
To the point that you can walk into your mama's house and not into a boutique, not into a mall. But also the support is like amazing. That is so cool. It's like a all one-stop shop between you, your mom, the whole family as a whole, even your father being an artist.
Yeah, he passed away now.
All right.
From
Rest in
COVID.
peace, Dad. I'm sorry.
But yeah, like he definitely brought that into my life.
Big my condolences. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Thank you. You know, it's been a while now, but I appreciate that.
Nah, I lost my father also in 2018. So unfortunately, you know, I'm a daddy's girl. I know you're a daddy's girl. So we all say it, be like that, girl. So I said, shit, we gonna bypass that a little bit before we start tearing up. All right. So listen, can I say, born in Harlem, raised in Jersey? No. Okay.
I'm actually from upstate New York, Syracuse.
Come on.
Yeah, born there, moved around a lot, different places. Ended up in Jersey once my parents split, and then on my own after college. I went to Harlem because like I would go there to visit my grandparents and my cousins. And Harlem was the ish. Okay, like
right. Don't
handball, running around with the boys. Like, no, don't touch me. Like,
No,
it's just, it was fun. The summertime was lit. It was fun. The pizza, right? I was like, when I get older,
you can never go wrong with that city pizza.
I'm going back to Harlem, and that's exactly what I did. And you know, I started really focusing on my music career when I came to New York. I actually moved to Queens, Jamaica, Queens first.
Okay.
And I worked with Jules at the Hall of Fame as a host and one of his employees at his record store.
All right.
And Jam Master Jay Studios.
All right.
And then after that, I was like, Queens is too far away. I got to go to Harlem. And I stayed there for like 10 years.
So you said tell us your nationality. What's your background?
I'm mostly black. Hello.
Yes, talk that talk, girl.
Yeah. But I'm black, white, Indian, Portuguese, Crucian, Japanese. Konnichiwa, bitches.
So, yo, I love you, Bubbles. You were so dope. And I see you also describe, all right, so you know, everybody gonna say Bubbles, Powerpuff Girl, but let me tell you how I think Bubbles describe herself, right?
What?
So as an aggressive yet soft nature mixed with a free spirit.
Exactly, right on point.
All right,
right on point. Right on point. Like, don't play no games. Like, a bitch will stab you.
Oh, okay, whoa. All right.
I really will. But like, I don't want to get there. I don't want to get there. You know, like let's find a way. Let's communicate and figure out the solution before I have to get there.
All right.
You don't want me to get there.
Bubbles.
You know.
Well, let me tell you the free spirit that I met when I first met you, girl, because I have so much love for you for the short amount of time that I met you. Like, you come off as such an easygoing, fun, sexy, just like a open arm people going person. Like, but I know you have that other side, you know, nobody want to dab on that other side.
No,
but the side that I definitely participated with was just so, even when it comes to social media and promoting and putting other people on your platform, like, it's not that easy, especially for us female to empower each other.
Facts.
And that's all I see that come from you. And I just want to tell you that we appreciate you and you need your flowers, sister.
Yay, thank you. Oh my God, I'm blushing.
Do anybody else, like, you know, like, do you come off like that to people, or do people take you as being, because you're pretty cocky? Or...
Well, I think in the beginning when I first walk into the room, they don't know what to expect when they first meet me.
That's not your fault.
And then, but then when they talk to me, they're like, oh shit, wait, you cool. You're not like who I thought you were at all.
That's the truth.
And then we're warm, and then like it's like we're best friends all of a sudden, you know, like because for me, I feel like, you know, why be a bad person? Why be a bitch?
Yes.
Like, what does that gain? You get way more things in life with sugar than you do with vinegar.
Yes.
You feel me?
Yes.
And then it's like I've been blessed just by being a good person to other people. Like, I get on a bus or a train, I'm getting up if I see an old lady or a pregnant woman. And I might even look at the dude like, you ain't really gonna get up?
And you don't mind it, but
and I'm gonna be like, tap, 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 sir. She wanna sit.
But Bubbles,
you know?
but I look at you, you'll be the one with the fashion, with the heels and everything. You're still willing to stand up for that person.
We 100%, because it's like, I make noise, you know, whether I want to or not. So I'm gonna make the right noise. I'm gonna make a noise of celebration. I'm gonna make a noise of giving, of love. You know, because that's my message. Love, peace, and happiness, plur. Peace, love, unity, respect, right? Because with those things, we can do anything as a people. We can do anything as a team. You don't always have to actually be like really necessarily like want to be that person's friend, but it's common courtesy from a human to a human. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't take nothing to be.
It doesn't take nothing
to just do some decent stuff.
And talking about some decent stuff, quoting Bubbles. I have a lot of quotes from you tonight, girl. Right? Those who meet me love me, and those who haven't met me yet. Those who don't love me haven't met me yet.
Yeah.
Now tell us a little bit about that. AKA, shout out to all your haters out there.
Holla haters. Holla haters. But yeah, it's basically because like once you meet me, like, you know what you've been saying, it's instant love, because you know I'm not an evil, intentional person at all. Like, there's not an evil bone in my body. And if you haven't, that means you haven't met me, you haven't spoke to me. You're only seeing me as an outsider with your own thoughts, your own perceptions, without actually, you know, opening up the book to read it. You're just reading the book by the cover and seeing just the cover of the book. You ain't even read the interlude. You didn't even read any of the pages. So how are you gonna know what the story's about?
Yeah, we even get to the introduction.
Hello.
All right.
You didn't even like. What are we doing?
Even down to like the showcase, the one mic showcase with WCW magazine.
Yeah.
You sat there and you cheered everyone on. I can hear you like, ooh, let's go. In the background, I'm looking like this girl's like the baddest chick in the room, and she's out here like applauding everyone and cheering everyone on, and then, you know, and the love was returned. The same female stood up. Like, is it always like that, Bubbles, or do you go places to where it's like just the...
I get the skimmy scams. I get the skimmy scams. There's a lot of hate. There's a couple stories where I've been lined up by females where I thought were my friends. There was this one trip I went to Atlanta and I was doing a podcast with the girls during the pandemic, and then finally the pandemic lifted, so we wanted to celebrate. We wanted to go to Atlanta, so we all put in the money to chip in. Bop, bop, bop. All of a sudden there was some drama. One of the ladies said that I reminded her of the girl that her husband cheated on. I'm like, that's not my problem.
Okay.
I don't know who he is. Like, what? That's not my problem, so stop giving me the look.
That have nothing to do with me.
At all. Then one person was doing something, but it was a lot of hate, and I felt uncomfortable to the point where I was like, listen, I'm not going back to the hotel room. You're not gonna treat me like this. I didn't do nothing to any of y'all. I did all y'all makeup, because I do makeup.
Oh.
I do makeup as well.
Okay.
I did all your makeup for us to go out, and y'all trying to give me this energy? No. And I left. I did a 1, 2, 3 Uber pick me the fuck up.
And then I was there. But you see how easy you departed. You said they're not interfering with my energy.
No, you can't, because like you have a choice of who you allow into your life. You know, you can't help when people feel some sort of way, but you don't have to allow it to keep being in your life. You know what I'm saying? So the hate is real.
Do you feel like in the industry you're going to continue to be this soft, warm-hearted person, or you feel like eventually that backbone going to get... I mean, you know you have a backbone, but it's going to have to get... I mean, look at the females in the industry. You have the Nicki, the Carly, the Lotto, like all that tension.
Yeah, I'm going to have to be a bitch. I'm definitely going to have to do that.
Well, that was easy, Bubbles.
Yes. I'm going to have to put my foot down. I'm going to have to raise my voice here and there. But I want to do it with love and charm. Okay. You know, and with some common sense.
All right. Well, on that note, we'll be right back because we don't want Miss Bubbles to turn into his Bubbles, bitch. All right? We'll be right back. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Gina Bay.
And it's your boy, Swaggy.
And Josh is here.
And if you would like to be on the show, make sure you hit up our email at indiestreetstv@gmail.com. And we're back, and it's Bubbles, bitch. Talk to me nice. So, Bubbles.
Yes,
all right, so
baby
listen,
girl.
let's dive back into that conversation we was having before we went to break.
Yes.
Now, you know, like I said, in the industry, you have the Carly, you have the Megan, you have the Nicki, you have the Lotto. So it's a lot of tension here. And like you said, unfortunately, you didn't give the American girl answer like, you know, I'm going to remain myself. And you kept it real. You was like, no, I'm going to have to be a bitch.
I am.
So with that being said, with this thing that's going on with Megan and Nicki and the Bigfoot track and the Megan track.
Like, it's just too much. To be honest, like, first of all, like, I respect Nicki Minaj. Her talent is phenomenal, through the roof.
Yes.
You know, I learned a lot of things from her, actually, being an artist myself, but she needs to stop with the shenanigans.
Yes. And
because she's always doing some beef with somebody, and it's like, there's something going on with her, I believe, that she need to talk to herself about and like figure it out, because it's all love. Like, I met Cardi before, like, you know, for a brief time, but you can tell like the energy, if the same one person is having problems with every single body, then it has to be maybe that person that might want to look in the mirror.
And that's funny that her track is called Everybody. Can you imagine that? But no, for real, like, and one thing I'm gonna say is I am a huge Nicki fan.
Facts.
But when I seen that hit the internet, I was kind of torn until a point to where I didn't even hear the whole Foot song, the Bigfoot song. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because I'm like, come on, Nick, we shouldn't be dragging each other down.
Not today's world.
Whether people, I don't care what people feel about it. I don't care what their opinion about it. The judge made his judgment on it at the end of the day. So let's just let this girl live and let her come back and survive. It was hard enough. She talked about how she tried to commit suicide. She talked about her depression, and now we're just gonna just stomp her down even more.
And the thing is, like, that's a problem. You know, and it's like to kick somebody when they're already low, to me, is a bully. You know what I mean? And bullies never win. That's all I'm going to say. Bullies never win. So check yourself, Nicki. Love you to death. Music is amazing.
Love you too, Nicki.
Honestly, but there's something going on there, and sisters need love.
But it can't be everybody. I'm just saying.
It can't be everybody.
But let's jump right back into Miss Bubbles, all right?
Yeah,
so
baby.
Bubbles swag and style represents all the baddies and the black sheeps of the world.
Yes.
Tell us about that, Queen, because I love the style and the swag.
Thank you. Well, I mean, growing up, you know, I had difficulties. I moved around a lot. My family definitely had some drama in it, you know, abuse, domestic abuse, drug use, and things of that nature. And, you know, I went to an all-white school and, you know, being a black family, there were 5 of us and they were all related to me.
Yes.
You know, so I always felt out of place. I didn't really fit in, you know, and always having to start over because I had to move again, not from my choice, you know, from my parents' jobs or whatever they were doing, you know? And it's just like, that's where the black sheep comes from. That's where, like, you know, I was bullied a little bit, you know? There's depression that I do suffer, like, you know, and I talk to someone about that because that's serious, you know, that can take you out of your life, you know? And being a black sheep is about how you feel on the inside and how you may be treated by others because you don't stand up for yourself, you know? So I identify with being a black sheep, but I always identified that there was something more in me.
Yes.
And this is what I keep striving for, which is what the bad bitch comes in.
Yes.
You know, because it's like when I do really deal with my issues and my things, you know, it can only be sunnier. Like, it's like things blossom within you and you become the person that you actually knew you could have been all the time. You know? So black sheep, bad bitch is intertwined because you need to know that part so that you can celebrate that part and actually keep that part.
All right.
You know?
So what comes out in the music? Do a little bit of both?
A little bit of both. A little bit of both. Like, I mean, I'm a fun, free-spirited person. Like, when I go out, I really enjoy turning up the party, being the life of the party, making everybody have good vibes. Because it's like I felt down before. It's like we're not at a party to be blue.
No, we're not.
No, we want to paint the motherfucking town red.
Or in our phone.
Or in our phone. We want to get up. We want to move. We want to network. We want to vibe. I want emotion of happiness because that's why we're there. You know, like this is a time of celebration for each other. You know, no drama. Leave that stuff at home. You know, don't bring that here because we at a party. Nobody trying to go to jail today.
Oh, speak
you know
about celebration and no drama. Let's talk about that
that's
get
my
money.
Music. Yeah,
that get money. Get that money. I see So Drewski was showing you nothing but love on that track, girl. Now let's celebrate that for real because I see a lot of people is spending that. So let's talk about Get That Money.
Yeah, so Get That Money, I was it's under Pretty Pitch Fight Music. And yeah, like pretty much it's about get that money, stop playing games with me, no matter what you do, whether you're gonna be a stripper, whether you're gonna be a doctor, whether you're gonna be a beauty master, TV host, engineer, a nurse, a motherfucking baseball star, whatever you wanna do, sweetheart, get that money and do it well. If you're gonna do something, do it well. You know, let's not do anything mediocre. You do things mediocre, you're not gonna literally, your life is what? Get that money, be a star. So yeah.
So one of my favorites, especially the visuals, and you know why, all right? Cookie Wet, girl. Let's talk about Cookie Wet.
Yeah, say get my cookie wet. Nah, nigga, I don't want no time. While you wet the dumb, money make me
talk that talk. All right. So Bubbles. Now, all right, the concept, the video, the visuals, the cookie, the apple pie. Sugar cookie, the apple pie sugar cookie delight.
That shit was good. Excuse my language.
Did you come up with that? Like, did you create that?
Well, I mean, my actual videographer, he came up with that because he do cooking. And he was like, yo, go get this at the store, and we're gonna make this for this song. So he came up with the visual. I came up with the outfit and the location. But yeah, it was. I got so many likes on that.
I'm sure you did.
So much.
I mean, did you see how the video started?
And everything.
All right, cause we might have to put that video, that clip in the interview real quick. I'm just saying. Yeah. No, but that was really, really dope. And so with the whole concept, so basically y'all put it together because it definitely was a good match.
Yeah, it was good, and you know, we worked together before on some projects.
All right.
So fire. And yeah, like, we done did the thing.
When it comes to, like, promoting your music on different platforms, what do you feel like is more, like, you know, useful to you? Like, cause we have the streaming, we have the Spotify, we have people that still walk around with the flash drives, like, or the SoundCloud. Like, what you found is more useful to you?
For me, Spotify, because the streams count. I have BMI, so then my streams actually can turn into royalties.
Okay.
YouTube, because it can be monetized. Instagram, because people just fucks with me heavy. Sorry, on Instagram, crazy. TikTok is dope.
Yes.
There's a lot of influencers, and there's a lot of way to promote your songs using like the super million follower influencers that will actually promote your music.
Okay.
And that can help bring your own fan base. But those for me are my favorite. SoundCloud I used to use, but it's like I feel like it's more of just like scouting.
Yeah, I was gonna
artists,
say
but it doesn't really.
Does it do anything to their music?
It doesn't really give any revenue streams, but it's a way to kind of showcase your music.
Okay.
Like a resume.
All right.
You
just told me something, because I normally try to run the SoundCloud, but I know that that's not useful. Now I go to something that actually is useful for artists.
Right.
All right, cool. So, you just put me on to something.
But I mean, A&Rs do check out SoundCloud. So
all right.
definitely
She was like, hold on.
Definitely use it, because like I said, it's a resume.
Okay, right.
And people have been scouted and found and blew up from that. So definitely use that. Use all the platforms. It don't matter. Use them all. Use them all.
So when it comes to your performance, Bubbles, like, do you put, like, because I see you do some choreography, do you put your performances together? Like, some people just come out and they just grab the mic and they're just doing a 1-2. Like, you literally, like, put everything in your mind, like, what you about to do on stage?
Well, I used to dance. I used to be, like, a little part of, like, a little dance crew in high school, and I was a cheerleader.
Okay.
So I like choreography things, and I just love, like, doo-wop, the 3-girl doo-wop movements. So, like, there's a little choreography with it. But it's mostly just natural. That's just kind of how I move.
Okay.
That's just kind of how I do my thing.
All right. There's nothing wrong with the way you do your thing. All right. So do you compare yourself to, do people compare you to other females, like, in the industry? Because I know it's one
Nicki
person.
Minaj.
All right. That was easy.
Yeah, no, they compare me to Nicki Minaj all the time. Just because of the colorful hair, I believe, and just like, the appearance, maybe the butt. But she got a bigger,
She said maybe the butt. Talk that talk. You got the bubble butt. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Pop. Yeah, so her, and like, when I first came out, they definitely compared me to her a lot, which kind of made me upset, because I'm like, no, I'm Bubbles. I do my own style, dun, dun, dun. But then now I take it as like a, like.
But I know you compare yourself to Drake. I know you.
I do, because like I like singing and rapping. I can do both. I'm not no like, Jennifer Hudson or anything, but.
Yes, you are in my eyes, girl.
But I can sing, and I like to have a melody, and I like that whole melodic tone, and I like to be able to turn up at the same time, because I do have 2 different musical personalities.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that.
All
right, well, listen, we're going to wrap it up with Miss Bubbles. She about to give us a dope performance, and we'll be right back. It's Bubbles, bitch. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Gina, baby.
And it's your boy, Swaggy.
And Josh is here.
And if you would like to be on the show, make sure you hit up our email at indiestreetstv@gmail.com. All right, it's your girl, Gina, baby. Shout out to Bubbles for coming on In These Streets. But Bubbles, before we go, right, we got to talk about your podcast, Bedtime with Bubbles.
Yes. So everybody tap into Bedtime with Bubbles, where I talk about love, sex, relationships, and self-care. It will be out every week. Just check on my Instagram, JaeVon_Bubbles, for the link to my YouTube to see the full episode. Tap in. It's Bubbles, bitch.
Ooh. Bubbles,
Bedtime
bitch.
with Bubbles.
All right now, Bubbles. Don't make them too wet over here, girl.
No promises.
All right, shout out to Bubbles. She about to perform her single, Cookie Wet.
Holler. Dot. Mwah. Turn it up. Turn it all the way up. Yeah. Holler.
Yeah. Get my cookie wet. Nah, I don't want no time. Why you acting dumb? Money make me come. Get my cookie wet. Nah, nigga, I don't want no time. Why you acting dumb? Money make me come. Get my cookie wet. Nah, we can't have no fun unless you got the funds. Milk until he's done. Get my cookie wet. Nah, I don't want no time. Why you acting dumb? Money make me come. Get my cookie I don't want nothing unless it's the value of a house. He told me pull up, I said I'm in route, what this is about. Word in the streets, these niggas is weak, I'm calling them out. These niggas is tough, he's calling my bluff. He gave me a check, I came in his mouth. Chasing the bag, taking the cash, doing the dash, gotta go. He's holding it back, he's making it last. Give me more cash, adios, amigo. Wrist and neck, I like it frio. Send 100K to my account and you can get a trio. Get my cookie wet. Them Louis shoes, them Gucci slips, them Prada bags, the dealership with a pink slip. Yeah, we pulling off with the paper tag. Get my cookie wet. My life is like a book, and my legs is the page. Before you read, just hear the hook. Get my cookie wet. Nah, I don't want no time. Why you acting dumb? Money make me come. Say, get my cookie wet. Nah, nigga, I don't want no time. Why you acting dumb? Money make me come. Get my cookie wet. Nah, we can't have no fun unless you got the funds. Milk until he's done. Get my cookie wet. Nah, I don't want no time. While you acting dumb, money make me come. Get my cookie wet.
Bubbles, bitch.
We back, Bubbles.
Yes,
oh my God,
baby.
girl. I think I'm stinking
Ooh,
over here.
stop it,
It's Bubbles,
stop.
bitch. Nah, shout out to that hot performance, Cookie
Thank you,
Wet.
thank
we
you.
definitely appreciate you coming down on
Thank
Indie
you
Streets.
so much for having me.
So tell them where to find you if they don't already know, because I'm sure they know already.
So you guys can find me at Instagram at JaeVon_Bubbles, BUBBLES. On my Spotify, where Cookie Wet is now up and live streaming, plus all my other tracks. And that's JaeVon_Bubbles with an S. TikTok, all the stuff is the same. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me, I follow back. Wow.
Bedtime with Bubbles.
Oh, yes. And tap into Bedtime with Bubbles, my new podcast, again, about love, sex, relationships, and self-care. All about the bad bitches and all about the dope men. Let's pop.
All right, shout out. Make sure everybody go follow Bubbles, man. We thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, girl.
Thank you,
Nothing but
girl.
love.
Yeah.
In these streets.
My cookie wet. Nah, I don't want no time. Why you acting dumb? Money make me come. Say, get my cookie wet. Nah, nigga, I don't want no time. Why you acting dumb? Money make me come. Get my cookie wet. Nah, we can't have no fun unless you got the funds. Milk until he's done.